Hello students, good afternoon. In our previous class, we have discussed Unit 2 Gnosis, right? Today we will discuss exercise of Gnosis and the little fir tree. For little fir tree exercise, we will discuss in our next class. So today we will discuss this much only. Okay, Gnosis I have already explained you, right? And we have learned the new word also. We are going to do reading is fun. Okay, so I will rewind that which are this mirror, furnace, breathing, expelling, sticking, eagle. So these are the new words we have learned, and also we have discussed the spelling words, right? So if you haven't finished your notebook yet, please make sure to finish it properly. Okay, you need to write down all the exercise in your notebook. If it has not done yet, you finish it. Okay, it is required, it is necessary. Okay, student. So let's see the exercise. Okay, what is the first question? Why does the poet feel that nose is a funny thing? In our poem, why does this poet feel like that nose is funny thing? So let's see the answer. I have already wrote it. That the poet feels that nose is funny thing because it is stuck on the face like handle and it has two little holes. See, if you know the poem, you can easily answer it. Okay, what does poet feels that the nose is stuck on the face and it like handle. It is like handle of our head, that in that way that our has stuck, and it has two little holes. In our nose there is two little holes. If you can see here, the poem itself, I have here it is mentioned that like a handle sticking there, like a handle sticking there, right? And there is a two holes also where from where we are breathing. So that's why our poet feels like our nose is funny, right? The poet feels that the nose is funny thing because it is stuck on the face like handle and it has a two little holes. Second question, why is the nose important for you? Why do you think that nose is important for you? Because from there only we are breathing, right? Then only we are living. If we cannot breathe, we will die. So from there only we are breathing. So nose is important for us because the two little holes in it help us in breathing. So those things are helping us to help us in breathing. So that's why it is important for us. Does the child in the poem like her nose? Why do you think so? So we need to give answer that in our poem that girl is there. Does she like the nose and why? If you say yes, then why? If you say no, then why? So let's see. The child in the poem definitely likes her nose, right? Everyone likes their own nose, correct? So the child in the poem definitely like her nose. She takes it as the funniest thing which stick out on her face like a handle because she feels like that the nose is funny thing in our face because it's stuck like the handle, right? That we have already discussed. So similar way here we can give answer like that. She takes it as the funniest thing which stick out on her face like handle. That's why it is funny and she likes the nose. The child in the poem definitely likes her nose. She takes it as the funniest thing which sticks out on her face like a handle. Okay, student. So we have given the answer question 1, 2 and 3. So remember this will be helpful in exam also. Okay. Yeah, let's see the second let's talk. So we are at a let's talk. The first question is, describe a funny things you have seen. Do they make you laugh? See, in this, you need to write what you saw. Funny things. Okay. I will give an answer like my way. You can write it in your way also. Okay. And second question is, what does features mean? So feature meaning is what it is. Okay. That we need to write. From where you can write? You can write it from dictionary. What are the different kind of features of people we come across in the world? So every people has a different features, different skills, right? So what are those throughout the world? You might have observed in your surround the people have, right? So you need to write, you need to discuss it. Okay, so I will give you my answer. That first, people with long and flat nose make me laugh, and some dresses worn by people also make me laugh. Okay, what happens here? That people has a long and flat nose, right? Long and flat nose. You see some northeast peoples like Arunachal, China, they have a flat nose, right? Right? So that makes me laugh. I'm writing like that way. And sometimes what happen? People wears some dresses like not properly, right? There is some hole is there in a dress like that way. The people, some people wears. So that also make me laugh. So these two things make me laugh. You can write there if you feel something, two three more thing making you laugh, that also you can write here. Okay, what does the feature means? Look up the dictionary. That also we are going to. The feature meaning is distinctive parts of the face or appearance. In our face you see distinctive part means all part has a different feature, like nose for breathing, eyes for to see all the thing, ears for listening, right? Mouth for speaking, right? So that way distinctive parts. So all of these are distinct parts of a face or appearance. So in our face, what are the parts are there? That is our features. And second is that what are the different kind of features, right? That also we need to write. You might have seen in around the world people, right? So I wrote people with a big bright eyes. Some people has a big eyes, some people has a small eyes, right? So I'm writing as a people with a big bright eyes, people with a long short or flat nose, people with a rosy cheeks, people with round and broad face, people with curly silky hair. Okay, so what happens here? That sometimes people has a big eyes and shining bright eyes, right? Sometimes people has a long and short flat nose also. Some people has a long nose, some people has a flat nose. Some people has a rosy cheeks. It means slightly pink color cheeks. Then some people has a broad face. In the size of face, it is too big compared to other people's. And some people has a curly hair, round type of hair, and silky hair also, right? So these are the different features of the people we can see. If you observe properly in your surrounding, nearby you see the people roaming around your home, right? So you observe those people. Everyone has a different size of nose, everyone has a different eyes, hair, cheeks, right? Face size also different. So all of these things are different, you can see that, right? So that's what we need to write here. Okay, so let's see the next one, that let's sing. So we need to sing the song, right? When you come to ginger, take two step back and say two, three, then start again. There was a girl so tall and thin and fair. Her hair was a delicate shade of ginger. Okay, this one we need to sing. Okay, we are going to sing it. So I am simply singing, you try in your way. That when you come to ginger, take 2 steps back and say 2, 3, then start again. There was a little girl, so tall and thin and fair. Her hair was the delicate shade of ginger. So we came to ginger in this. So when ginger comes, we need to step back and say 2, 3. Okay, like that way. There was a girl so tall and thin and fair. Her hair was the delicate shade of ginger. 2, 3. There was a girl so tall and thin and fair. Her hair was the delicate shade of ginger. Like that way, you need to sing it. Okay. Tall, thin, fair. All meanings probably you know. Tall means which has a long height, right? Thin means it is a slim person, and fair means a glowing face is there. Fair hair, fair her hair. Hair means her hair is long and thin, like that way. In a poem, it is explaining. Okay, nothing is we need to understand how we are singing the poem. Okay, so let's see the next question, next exercise, that fun time. So what we need to do in a fun time? First thing, sit in a group. Here we cannot sit in a group. So suppose you are sitting with your friends or something like that way. Okay. So we are sitting in a group. Look at your friend's face and describe what you see. Use words like long, round, oval, slanted, sharp, flat to help you. You can use other words also. Okay. So we need to describe our friend face. Your friend might be there, right? So you need to write about his face. That's it. So let me explain here. I have marked this answer that my friend's face is round. He has a long nose. His eyes are very bright. His features are sharp. His features are well and good. It means sharp. So that's what you need to write here. That my friend's face is round. He has a long nose. His eyes very bright. His features are sharp. You can write your friend's detail. Okay, your friend face. You can write what you see in her or his face. Okay. So I have wrote this way. My friend. He has a round face. He has a long nose. He has a very bright eyes, and his features are very sharp. Okay. So let's see the next question. What is your favorite fruit? Describe it in 5 sentences. So you need to write about your favorite fruit in 5 sentences. You need to write 5 sentences. 5 sentences about the fruit which you like. So I have wrote it here. Okay. Yeah, here. Right. My favorite fruit is mango. See, this is the questions are given here. After that, these are the questions are given. If you see here, how does it smell? How does it look? How does it feel when you bite it? What sound does it make? How does it taste? Right? So all of the answer you can give from there. Okay. My favorite fruit is mango, and we are writing this all the answer. Mango is a fruit of summer season. Ripe mangoes smell sweet. They are very juicy. They are of several varieties. People like this fruit very much. It is the king of the all fruit. Okay, my favorite fruit is mango. Then we need to write about the fight line, right? So mango is a fruit of summer season because we eat in a summer. It comes in a summer season. Ripe mangoes smell sweet. When you prepare the mango for eating, it smells very sweet, means tasty. They are very juicy. There are it is very juice type, right? Very juicy and very tasty. They are of several varieties. Mango has several varieties, right? You might have heard in Rome. This is a Kesar mango. This is a Hafus mango, like that way. It has a several varieties. People like this fruit very much. They like this fruit very much. It is a king of all fruits. It is a king of all the other fruits, right? So I have wrote in my way 5 sentences. What you need to do, you need to write your favorite fruit here. 5 lines you need to write, and you can give this answer. How does it smell? Mango smells very good. How does it look? It looks in a good shape. How does it feel? It feels very tasty. When you bite it, what sound it comes? When I bite, it sounds like slurp. Like that way you can write. How does it taste? It taste is very juicy, right? So this answer you need to give in your way. Okay. From this line also you can find and give, but I am asking you to give this answer in your way. Okay, student. So I hope you understood. You need to answer this question. So if you haven't got, then I will write down here. Okay. Okay, student. You need to give the answer of this question. You can write it in your way. I have wrote in my way. It smells lovely and sweet. It looks like football. It feels very soft. When we bite mango, it sounds like slurp. It tastes very juicy. You need to write about your fruit in your words. Okay. Yeah. So till now we have finished these exercises. Reading fun. Let's talk. Let's sing. Fun time. Right. So now there is exercise of breathing. A breathing exercise. So what we need to do, close your right nostril with your right thumb. See, nostril is our two holes. That is a nostril. Our two holes in a nose, we call it as a nostril. So what we need to do, take your right hand, then close the right hand side nostril, and then slowly breathe. Okay. Once your lungs get filled with full air, what you need to do, now you need to close your left nostril and remove the all the air from the lungs. Okay. Once you close the left nostril, what you need to do, you need to open the right nostril and you need to remove the air. So don't do this practice now. Okay. When we are in class, we will do this one. Okay. So here, in the next exercise, let's write. Do you know a fish breathes from its gills? That is one kind of a fish nose like that. Gills. Write 2 sentences about other animal which can breathe under water. So we need to write about 2 animals which can breathe under water. So first thing I wrote, crocodiles and turtles are water animal. They can breathe under water because crocodile are the and turtles lives in a water, right? They lives in a land also, but they lives in a water also. So both can breathe in a water. So crocodile and turtle I have wrote. Okay. And the next question is, punctuate the following passage. See here, mother, father Neelam said, I have got a fire engine. I've got a fire engine. What this called mother, somewhat confused by the noise. I have got a fire engine. Mother, come and see it. So we need to give proper punctuate. Right? like a comma, period. So this all the thing we need to give, and we need to make a proper passage. So let's see one by one, that mother and father, that is we wrote it in a break underscore, right? Correct, right? We have wrote mother and father in a quotation mark, right? So obviously all three cannot be together. So mother, then comma, then father, both will be in a quotation mark, then again comma, Neelam, because whenever three things are together, like a people name, so we use comma between them, right? So mother, father, Neelam said. What Neelam said, that in a quotation mark we will segregate that, right? I have got a fire engine. I have got a fire engine. So Neelam says twice, I have got a fire engine. I have got a fire engine. What's this? She asks. That is the question. What's this? What's this? Twice she asked. Old mother. Okay. Somewhat confused by the noise. Then I've got a fire engine, mother. Come and see it. So you can see the answer here, right? Here one dot is extra. Let me remove it. So this is not required at all here. Okay. So let's forget it. This comma should not be there. So I am removing it. Yeah, you see. Okay. So what you understood here, that mother, father, Neelam said, I have got a fire engine. I have got a fire engine. What's this? What's this? Called mother. So our mother asked, what is this? What is this? Somewhat confused by the noise. So I have got a fire engine. Mother, come and see. So this is the way we can write with punctuation. So you need to check how you can write the punctuation, because whenever the someone is speaking, we will make it in a quotation. In before the said, we will make a comma. So Neelam said, and then punctuation we have done, quotation. Then again she speaks. Again we have again quotation. That is what's this? What's this? And again we, whenever the line changing, either period will come or comma will come, right? So here what's this called mother, somewhat confused by the noise. So that line is one person is speaking continuously, so we put comma there, and in the last of the sentence we have put a period sign. So we have finished this punctuation of the following passage. Okay, this is very important, this can be asked in exam. So you need to learn the punctuation, how you can give that. Okay. Okay, let's see this. Using the red pencil, choose and circle the things whose smell you like. Now with the blue pencil, circle the things whose smell you do not like. Make 5 sentences like this. I like, do not like the smell of this because it reminds me of this. So here few words are given: petrol, rose, sand, chocolate, chips, shampoo, rotten fruit, champa, dirty shoe, soap, agarbatti, marigold, paint, cabbage, coffee, elaichi. So in this, you need to circle with red color which smells you like, and you need to make a blue pencil circle which you don't like, right? So that you can do, you can write it in your way. And we need to create 5 sentences, right? So I have created here. I like the smell of roses because it reminds me the beauty of nature. I don't like the smell of dirty shoes because they remind me decayed rats means someone died rat smell it is coming. So that kind of smell is coming from dirty shoes, so I don't like it, but I like rose because it is beauty of nature. I like the smell of shampoo because it reminds me, sorry, I like the smell of shampoo. So I like the smell of shampoo because it reminds me the scent of my father uses. So my father also used some kind of shampoo, so it reminds me that way. I don't like the smell of garbage because it reminds me the smell of stagnant water during rainy season. So stagnant water in a raining season smells very bad, right? So garbage smell also comes like that way. So I don't like it. And the fifth one is I like the smell of marigold because it's remind me of the soap my mother uses, right? So what I like that what I like that I like the smell of a marigold because it reminds me of the soap my mother uses. So my mother uses some marigold soap, so it smells like that way. So that's why I like the marigold. So here, what I like, what I don't like, I wrote. You need to write yours. Okay, try to write it. You can take it from here also answer. Okay, you can write it in your way. And then what is our next exercise? Is what it is? What is it? Okay, so let's read. Tall ears, twinkle nose, tiny tail, and hop he goes. What is he? Can you guess? I feed him carrots and water trees. His ears are long, his tail is small, and he doesn't make any noise at all. Tall ears, twinkle nose, tiny tails, and hope he goes. Hope he goes. So here, what we need to do, we need to find out who it is. Hop means going by jumping. Hop means moving by jumping on one feet. So if you haven't understood the meaning of hop, let me write it here. Okay. In this I am writing. That would be fine, I think. Yeah. Hop. That means move by jumping on one feet. Right? So if we are moving by jumping with one feet, we call it as a hop. Understood? So that is the meaning of hop here. Okay, students. So here also I wrote they took a snap of it. Yeah, right. So let's see this. Which is a tall ear? See here answer itself it is given. That is rabbit. Rabbit has a tall ears, twinkle nose, tiny tail, and hop he goes. So he goes by jumping, right? So similar way, all the things of a rabbit is given. What is he? Can you guess? So we need to guess what it is, right? What it eats? It eats water, grass, right? So something grow up in a water, that kind of things that rabbit eats, right? I feed him carrots and water trees. So water trees is like some plants grows in water, right? I will write down here the meaning of watercress. That is water cress. Okay. So what it is? That is a plant that grows in water. A plant which grows in water. Okay, student. So that is the meaning of watercress. Watercress. So rabbit eats watercress and carrots. His ears are long. His tail is small. He doesn't make any noise at all. So rabbit don't make any noise. Tall ears, twinkle nose, tiny tail, and hop he goes. So who it is? We need to guess. Obviously, it is rabbit. Who wrote this poem? That Mary Louise Allen. Mary Louise Allen wrote this. So understood this poem type exercise. Then write three pairs of words that rhyme with each other. So we need to write three pairs of rhyming words from this poem. So I have wrote here already nose goes. So this is the correct answer here. Okay, what it is? This is our correct answer. All three will come here. Okay, student. Rose goes. You see, nose goes. Guess watercress. Small all. So that is the correct answer of the our rhyming word. So I will make it here answer also, so you don't get confused. Okay, this is the word meaning. If you don't understood, and answer of this exercise is nose goes, guess watercress, small. Also, we need to find six rhyming words though that we already wrote it. Okay, so we have finished our exercise. I think so. Yeah. Okay. So we have finished our exercise. Let's go for the next our story part. That is little fir tree. Fir tree is like Christmas tree type. Okay, that kind of fir tree. Okay. So I will read it, then I will explain it. That is fine? Yeah. Shetty the magician was returning home when all of a sudden it began to rain. It rained heavily. Shetty looked around for shelter and saw a pretty little fir tree. He ran towards it as fast as he could. Soon the rain stopped. Shetty was happy that he did not get wet. Thank you, you have been kind to me. I would like to reward you. Four wishes. Ask for four wishes and I will grant them, said the magician. Okay. So here you see in image, this is one fir tree and this is the magician. Right? This is the fir tree and this is the magician. So magician name is Shetty. So that magician was returning home. So he was going to home. When all suddenly it begins to rain. So sometimes you also see when you are coming from some outside and rain comes, right? So you take some kind of shelter, you go under the building or under the tree like that way, right? So similarly here, that Shetty the magician took shelter. So when all sudden it begins to rain. So rain has started and rain was heavy. It rained heavily. So heavily it was raining. Shetty looked around for shelter and saw a pretty little fir tree. So what he got, that he found the little fir tree, right? So when he got a fir tree, what he did, that he ran toward it as fast as he could. So he ran toward that fir tree as fast as he could, not slowly, as fast as, right? We also run fast because when we got like that was a situation, right? We don't want to get wet, so we will run fast as much as we can. Then when he reached there, then he stopped there, and after some time Soon the rain stopped. When the rain stopped, Shetty was happy that he did not get wet. So the magician name is Shetty, and he was happy because what happened now? That rain got stopped, right? Yeah. So rain got stopped. So he was happy. Then he talked with the fir tree, and what he said that thank you, you have been kind to me. I would like to reward you. So he is giving thanks to that tree. That thank you, you have been kind to me. You are so kind to me. I would like to reward you. So I want to give you some reward. So he gives four wishes to the tree. He said to that tree, that fir tree, ask for four wishes, and I will grant. What I will do? I will grant them, said the magician. That magician said, ask four wishes, I will grant those wishes to you. Okay. So that's what that magician talked to the tree. So let's read the next. The sad fir tree had leaves like needle, and no birds ever made their nest on it. So it said, I wish I had green leaves like my other friends. Next morning it wish was granted. Soon a goat came along and ate all the green leaves. Oh dear, said the fir tree. I wish I had gold leaves as goat. Do not eat gold leaves. Goats do not eat gold leaves. So when the little fir tree woke up the next morning, it was surprised to see gold leaves. How happy I am, it said. A man came along and stole the gold leaves. I wish I had a glass leaves. Instead, men do not steal glass leaves. The next day, glass leaves shone in the bright sun. How happy I am! It said. At night, the wind blew, who all the glass leaves broke. Right. So let's understand this. So that magician granted four wishes. Right. So what the first scene happens that fir tree had leaves like needles. So here, needle is a new word. We missed one word also, pretty. So I have wrote the meaning of that. See here, pretty means beautiful and sweet. Needle means a thin pointer on a dial or a compass. Okay, or compass. If you see in your wall watch is there, right? In a clock, you see there is a minute needle, hour needle. That point we call it as a needle. Okay, so pretty means beautiful and sweet. Needle means a thin pointer on a dial compass. So here what happens that fir tree was sad because it has a leaves of like needles and no birds ever made their nest on it. So it has a needle like a what kind of needle it sorry, what kind of leaves it has? It has a needle type leaves. Okay, very sharp. So no birds make any nest on it. So what that tree wishes that I so it said I wish I had a green leaves like my other friend. So that fir tree wishes that I should have a green leaves like my other friend. So you see in image he gets green leaves. So what happens? So next morning it wish was granted. So now that tree has a green leaves. Soon goat came along and ate all the green leaves. So here you see that goat is eating all the green leaves. So goat came near to that tree and ate all the green leaves like other friends. Okay. So all the green leaves, oh dear, said the fir tree. So now the fir tree is sad because that goat ate all the green leaves. Oh dear, said the fir tree. I wish I had gold leaves as a goat do not eat gold leaves. So the second wish he demands that he could have a gold leaves, golden color leaves. So what happens here? That Goat don't goats are there, right? They eat only green leaves. They don't eat golden leaves, right? So here if you see gold is a new word and leaves also a new word, leaves and gold. So what it is mean? So leaves a flattened structure of a higher plant. So number of if you see the fir tree, it has a number of flat type of structure and higher plant. That we call it as a leaf. Leaves, like a leaf is there, number of leaves also we call it as a leaves. And gold is a yellow precious metal. In your home you have seen gold. Your parents might be wearing, or you might be wearing a golden chain or like that, right? So that is a gold. So that the tree wishes that kind of a gold color. Leaves means leaf of the tree. So number of leaf, right? Leaf. This is these are the leaves of the tree. Correct. So that fir tree now wishes the golden leaves. What gold leaves? So God will not it. So next day, when the little fir tree woke up, next day, what happened? His leaves were gold. It was surprised to see gold leaves. So that fir tree second wish also granted. How happy I am, it said. So that fir tree said, how happy I am. But what happens next? That a man came along and stole the gold leaves. So you see here, this man came and stole all the gold leaves of the fir tree, right? I wish I had a glass leaves instead. So now that fir tree wishes third wish. What third wish? What it is that I should have a glass leaves instead golden leaves. Now he is wishing a glass leaf. The tree is wishing glass leaves. So why? Because men don't use glass. Men don't steal a glass, right? So the next day it's a glass leaf shown in the bright sun. So what happens next day? So next day all the leaves becomes glass, right? So I am happy. I am. It said. Okay, that tree said I am very happy. But what happens that at night the wind blew, all the glass leaves broke. What happens that when morning happens, sorry, in the night, what happens? Wind blows, right? Ooh, something kind of noise. So wind blows, so all the glass leaves broke down and came fall down, right? All the glass leaves broke. So all the glass leaf will smash to each other and it will get broke. So that way it got broke. So next, what happens that, oh dear, said the fir tree, I like my old needle-like leaves best, for goats do not eat them. No man can steal them. The wind will do them no harm. The tree went to sleep. When it woke up the next morning, it had all its needle back again. Oh, I never was so happy, said the little fir tree. So here, what happens that those glass got broke. So what fir tree feels? See here, all glass got broke, right? So that fir tree says, I like my old needle-like leaves. So now the tree is feeling like that. I like my old needle, all needle type of leaves, green leaves, right? It is best that goat will not eat, right? Goat don't eat that kind of needle leaves. Then no man will steal those leaves because it is not a gold. So no man will steal. And if wind also comes, it will not broke, right? So and it will not get harm also. So the tree went to sleep. Then what happens? That fortnight, that tree went to sleep. So when it woke up, the next morning it had all its needle back again. So next day, fourth wish was there, right? So final wish come true that his old leaves with needle came back again. That's what is explained here. Oh, I never was so happy, said the little fir tree. So that much happy now after this much difficulty, like green leaves, then golden leaves, then glass leaves. So now coming back again in original structure, original leaves with needle. Now that fir tree was very happy. Here stole word is there. I have forgot to mention it. So stole means take without permission. Like your friend is there, right? You are taking his pen without asking him. That means you are stealing that pen from your friend, which is wrong, which we should not do, right? That we should not do. We should not steal anything. We should always ask to someone. So in the poem, in the story, what we understood, we learned that we should not be selfish much, right? Because the tree was selfish to other trees. That's why the tree was demanding three wishes, but finally what he gets harm only. Goat eats its leaf, then people stole that golden leaves, then glass also harmed their in a wind. When wind blows, those glass get broke and it harms also, right? So here, what we can say that we should not do like that. We should not be more selfish. We should be happy what we got. We should be happy what we got in our life. That is the meaning. Okay, and we should not stall anything. We should not harm any person or people. We should be always very kind, and we should not be more selfish. We should not compare to other trees or other friends. Okay, so that is the moral of the story. So in the next class we will discuss the exercise, but before that, before end our lecture, we will discuss few spelling words as we do in each class. So first spelling is beauty. That also came already. Beauty is the state or quality of being beautiful. So when you are, it is a quality when you looks beautiful, that time we call it as a beauty. Become, begin to be, sorry. So pronunciation is become and meaning is begin to be. So I become an engineer. That I, now I am begin to be engineer, right? So I am now engineer, right? So become is when beggar. So a person typically homeless, a person who don't have home and he don't work also, he just asks for other people give me some money, that we call it as a beggar. Believe, accept that is true. So I believe in you. So whatever you said, that means I believe in you. That whatever you truth you said, that is right. So I am accepting that, right? Accept that is true. That is meaning of believe. Belong, be a member of. Like I belong in a any caste, right? I belong in a engineering class. You belong in a medical class. So you belong, that means you are the member of that class. I belong in a fifth class, like that we say. So I am the member of the fifth standard. Like that way you can say belong. Pronunciation belong meaning is a be a member of. Between. So whenever between means like first bench and last bench, where you are sitting. I am sitting in between first bench and last bench, right? So it is one kind of a range at into in the period separation. So we are separating first and last bench, and in between you are sitting, right? So same way between means in something range in period of separation, in the period separation into or at, that all meaning are of between. Then blanket, a large piece of woolen. In a night when you sleep you take some blanket, right? So that is a blanket. Then blood, in our body there is a arteries and veins, right? So arteries in vein, you see some liquid is flowing throughout our body, right? So that red color liquid, we call it as a blood. You might be know this meaning easy, those are very easy. And bottle, you bring the water bottle, right? So that is a bottle, a glass or plastic container with narrow neck. So in a bottle has a narrow neck, right? So that kind of a thing we call it as a bottle. Bought, when you purchase something, right? What you will say, I bought my new pen. You purchase one pen what you will tell to your friend, I bought this new pen, right? So you used bought that. So whenever obtained in exchange of payment, so you paid for that pen, right? When you went shop, you paid 5 rupees and you took one new pen, right? So you purchase that thing, that is, we call it as a bought. You bought that thing, you buy that thing, you buy. When you buy, in present you tell it as a buy, but in the past it will be bought. So bought means obtain in a exchange for payment. So these are a very simple spelling word, it is not a difficult at all. You can do this one easily. Okay student, so here we will end our lecture. In tomorrow class, in the next lecture, I will again explain the story and we will do the exercise of this story. Okay student, I think all are good. All of you, I hope you all you understood what is the moral of the story. We will discuss other things in the next class. Thank you.